When people talk about the greatest video games of all time, certain names always come up. Games that didn't succeed in their moment, but defined what gaming could be. And among those legends sits one title that continues to resonate more than 2 decades later: Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. Released in 2003, this wasn't just another Star Wars game. It wasn't just another RPG, it was something rare. A perfect storm of storytelling, player choice, world building, and emotional impact. Today, I want to break down exactly why Knights of the Old Republic, or KOTOR, isn't just good, but a timeless masterpiece. Let's start with the foundation, the setting. KOTOR takes place roughly 4,000 years before the events of the original Star Wars films. That alone was a genius move. Instead of being boxed in by familiar characters like Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader, the developers were free to build something entirely new while still feeling unmistakably Star Wars. This era is filled with Jedi at their peak, massive galactic conflict, and a sense of mystery that the films never fully explored. You're not just revisiting Star Wars, you're discovering it. And because the timeline is so distant, your actions actually matter. You're not contained by established canon, you're shaping history. Now, let's talk about the story. At first glance, Knights of the Old Republic presents a classic Star Wars setup. The Republic is under siege, the Sith are rising, and you, an unknown character, are caught in the middle. It feels familiar in the best way, but as the story unfolds, it becomes something much, much deeper. The game explores identity, morality, redemption, and power, not in a shallow good versus evil way, but in a way that constantly challenges the player. Every decision you make shapes not just the outcome of the story, but who your character eventually becomes. And then there's the twist. Even today, that twist is considered one of the greatest in video game history. It recontextualizes everything you've done up to that point and forces you to question your assumptions, your choices, and your role in the galaxy. It's not just shocking, it's meaningful. One of KOTOR's greatest strengths is its morality system. At the time, the idea of light side versus dark side choices wasn't entirely new, but Knights of the Old Republic perfected it. Every dialogue option, every decision pushes you along a spectrum. Do you help people out of compassion, or manipulate them for personal gain? Do you show mercy, or assert dominance? What makes it special is that the game doesn't just track your choices, it reflects them. Your character's appearance changes, your relationships shift, even the way people respond to you evolves. And unlike many modern games, KOTOR doesn't always tell you what the right choice is. Sometimes the light side choice feels difficult, sometimes the dark side option is tempting. It makes you think. A story is only as strong as its characters, and Knights of the Old Republic delivers some of the most memorable companions in RPG history. Each character you meet has depth, personality, and their very own moral compass. That's the sarcastic pilot who masks his past with humor, the conflicted Jedi struggling with emotion, the ruthless warrior who believes strength is everything. What sets these characters apart is that they're not just along for the ride, they react to your choices, they challenge you. Some may even turn against you depending on how you play. They feel real, and that makes the journey feel personal. Now let's get into the gameplay. At its core, Knights of the Old Republic is a role-playing game built on systems inspired by tabletop mechanics. Combat is technically turn-based, but presented in real time, giving it a unique hybrid feel. You can pause the action, queue abilities, and strategically plan your moves, or let it play out dynamically. You can pause the action, queue abilities, and strategically plan your moves, or you can just let it play out dynamically. Character customization is another major strength. You choose your skills, your abilities, and eventually your Jedi class, whether you want to be a powerful Force user, a balanced fighter or a stealth-focused character, the game will support it. Then there's the gear, upgrades, and progression system, which keeps you constantly improving and adapting your playstyle. It's deep, but accessible, and even if you're not that well in tune with how these games work, you'll be able to figure it out after a small chunk of time. Here's something that's hard to quantify, but absolutely essential. KOTOR feels like Star Wars. From the music to the environments, from the dialogue to the moral themes, it captures the essence of the franchise perfectly. You travel to iconic style locations, bustling cities, ancient ruins, dangerous wilderness. You wield a lightsaber. You make decisions that echo across the galaxy, but more importantly, you live the Star Wars experience. You're not watching a hero, you are the hero. Or the villain. So why does Knights of the Old Republic still matter today? After all, graphics have improved, gameplay systems have evolved, technology has advanced. But the core elements that make a game truly great, storytelling, player agency, emotional impact, those are timeless. Knights of the Old Republic isn't just good at those things, it absolutely excels in every aspect. Modern RPGs still take inspiration from its dialogue systems and morality mechanics. Its story is still studied and admired, and its twist still gets talked about over 20 years later. And that kind of longevity is not an accident. KOTOR didn't just succeed, it influenced an entire generation of games. It helped define what cinematic RPGs could be, showed that player choices could drive meaningful narratives, prove that licensed games, especially ones tied to massive franchises, could be more than just cash grabs. You can see its DNA in countless modern titles, and that influence is part of what makes it a masterpiece. But beyond all the technical achievements, beyond the design and the innovation, there's something more important. Knights of the Old Republic sticks with you. It's the kind of game you think about long after you finish it. The kind of game you replay, not just to try different choices, but just to relive the experience. You remember the moments, the decisions, the consequences. You remember how it made you feel. There's something very few games can really accomplish. So why is Knights of the Old Republic a timeless classic masterpiece? Because it does everything right. It tells a compelling, unforgettable story. It gives players meaningful choice. It creates characters that feel real. It captures the spirit of Star Wars perfectly. And it leaves a lasting impact that few games can match. In a world where games come and go, where trends change and technology evolves, KOTOR remains. Not just as a great game, but as a benchmark. A reminder of what games can be at their absolute best, and that's why even today, Knights of the Old Republic isn't just worth playing, it's essential. Now, if you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like and subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next one.